It's roll call time, so don't be late. Lester's got muffins and a whole lot to say. It's Longhorn Lester's. Pull up a seat where cows get treats and life is sweet. If you janks it up, don't be concerned. It ain't broke, it's just morrowed. You'll learn. He'll talk to a donkey like an old-time friend and tell you a tale that might never end. But mind your manners, his kitchen is cooking. If you don't like it, well, you can get to stepping. Longhorn Lester, he's all heart and charm, in a side-by-side with open arms. The work and the laughs, they never end, 'cause everything is funner and gooder with friends. Every roll call that starts, he's a ranching soul with a big tender heart. And if you're lucky enough to tune in each day, you'll see how to live the Longhorn Lester way.
I'm really liking what Tanya is saying. Yay! Time to see if I've paid enough attention this week to all the videos. And hello from Nebraska. How many of you guys are kind of thinking the same thing that Tanya's thinking? Like, oh, darn. Yikes. I forgot that we may play Kahoots this week, and I don't know if I've paid much attention. Well, we're going to find out, guys, and we're going to start that real soon. Listen, I hate to be rushing you all, but I've had a long day. Oh, look at all of the me's. I did sit down here in the last hour or so and put together a Kahoot game. I'll tell you right now that, well, first of all, nice to see you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's always a blessing jumping on here and seeing such wonderful friends and just happy people. And I'm so very, very, very blessed to have you. And I don't know if I say it enough, but I'll tell you what, if I don't, and forgive me, because I could not be more blessed than with the friends that I've crossed paths with over the last few years doing this social media thing. No, so I did sit down and put together a Kahoot game. I think that I have, well, I know I have 20 questions. I tried to space them out: 5 horse questions, 5 cow questions, 5 that have to do with the going-ons around the property, projects and different things like that, and then 5 that have to do with just live videos, things that we may have seen or heard, and stuff like that, just general stuff. So it'll be fun to see who's been really paying attention and who has not. Doesn't matter. There's not a prize. There's just for fun. It's family game night. And I want to thank you all for jumping on here. All right. Lori, Mom and Boys, we've been praying for her sister all week long. And I think I just saw it flew by. I'm going to pop this up. Lori, I'm not trying to embarrass you, sweet lady. I have to say thank you to all my friends here. My sister's home and things are better than we hoped for. Just some more tester runs. So thank you all. Love you so much. Lori, we love you too. And then we'll talk towards the end of the live if you guys want to, just about a few things that you may have questions about. But tonight is Friday. It's family game night. You guys, if you have a second device that you want to play along on our Kahoot game, get those devices set up. I'll give you time to get everything's loaded and booted up and all of the fun stuff. If you don't want to play on another device, but you want to play here in the chat, that's fine too. Just know that we cannot keep an official score in the chat. We only keep official score on the actual Kahoot app, which is what I use to build the darn game. All right. And then we will start playing here pretty soon. Let me go ahead and pull up that screen. I'm going to share it with you guys now, and you all can start. Now, how do I do this? Hold on. I have to figure out how to. Oh, this always gives me trouble. This always gives me trouble. Let me figure out how to do this. Hold on. I have to go. I always forget this part. So what I have to do is, somehow go over here. Oh, I remember, and start it. And then I can jump back. Okay, that's how we do it. I remember now. So it's a little bit of a complicated setup, but that right there is our Kahoot game and our PIN code to get in. If you've never played before, that's okay. We welcome you to give it a shot. People are going to start jumping in here right now, and that's wonderful. You can give yourself any name you want. Of course, I joke and call you my Kahooters and my Kahoochies, but that's just my sense of humor, okay? Our sweet Vanessa over in the comments is telling us all how to go about doing it. I will stick that up. Vanessa, you look gorgeous. Y'all look at Vanessa's picture. Wow-wee. Wow-wee. Woo. I got to wet my whistle before I can whistle like that. Wow, Vanessa. All due respect, y'all. All due respect to Miss Vanessa. Dang, girl, says Bree. Dang, girl. Vanessa, where are you going dressed like that? So I didn't mean to embarrass you, Miss Vanessa. Vanessa's very my mind just went blank. Vanessa is very modest, and she would never. What is she saying over here? She goes, well, thanks. Every once in a while, I have to get dressed. Huh? Okay. Well, you look wonderful, Vanessa. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Now, remember, guys, this is only for fun. Nobody has to play. And there's not a prize to be won. Maybe just some bragging rights, if anything. Jersey Jeff said he may play tonight. That would be great. If anyone sees Jeff, make sure we say hi to him. Oh, no. Catherine goes, her Kahoot character has a cowboy hat just like Caroline's. That's cute. I don't know if you can choose your own character. I think it assigns a character to you, but I'm not certain how that works. So this is live, y'all. We are live right now. For those who are asking, is this live? Yes, this is live. I'm coming to you live. I am 9.5 minutes into the live. I am at the JL Motel. Oh, so you can pick your character. You can even change your character. I want y'all to know that this comes straight from Miss Molly, where she says, good luck, Kahooters and Kahoochies. All right, so it's not just me. All right. What time is it actually? What's the official time? Let me find me a 7:35. Okay. So I will just say while this is loading, we're not going to hide anything. I'm going to see if I can turn the volume down a little bit. Let me 1 second here. So I really don't see a place to turn the volume down. There's different choices of music. So I do not see a volume control though. Maybe that. Does that help at all right there? Okay, is that better with the volume? Does that help you at all? Okay. Okay, good. So that's better by turning the volume all the way down. So now it's just me and you. Now it's just me and you guys. Me and you. There we go. All right. So things going on around here. Everything's good. I have not fed Caroline yet, but all of the horses are fed and have been let out of the pastures. Gates are all secured. I will go out and feed Caroline after we're done here, but I will not be doing it on a live. I'm actually on my laptop. So Tammy says, dang, I'm at work. She'd want to play otherwise. Well, Tammy, you can play in the comments. All right. So Michelle says, I don't like this theme. Well, Michelle, just for you, just for Michelle, let's all change the theme. We got a lot of themes here. How about that right there, Michelle? There we go. There we go. We're on stage. You guys are all on stage. Hey, Dwayne Lacey. Boy, I bet you Dwayne knows this game. I bet you Dwayne Lacey knows this game. I guarantee you he does. Most teachers do. Yeah, most teachers know this game very well. Oh, Dwayne's driving. Okay. Well, Dwayne, you be safe on the road, bud. All right. Well, friends, we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. If you guys don't mind, I know that I don't mean to rush you, but some nights I have more time than others, if you don't mind. So let's go ahead and get this game kicked off, shall we? You guys about ready? All right. I'm going to make myself small. Honey, I'm about to shrink the kids. Honey, I've shrunk the kids. I'll make myself small and I'll make you guys big. Okay. How about that? Is that better? Good luck and have fun, everybody. It's all about you having a good time. Okay. Here we go. All right. So the question was, what special gift did Mr. Sam, the concrete guy, do for us on the slab or with the slab? And if you all said red, he installed some plumbing, then you absolutely got that correct. You know, when we asked Mr. Sam for a quote, he gave me two quotes, one for just the cement, the concrete, and all of the things. And then he sent a second quote for the plumbing part of it. And we thought that the plumbing part was just way too much. Now, I never told Sam that. I never said that to Sam, but I told Jamie, she and I agreed that what they were asking for the plumbing was just more than what we were willing to spend. To us, that's a luxury type item. We kind of need the building, but we don't need the plumbing. That was just kind of a luxury item that we would like to have for the future. But Jamie and I both agreed that we could just come back later and do it a little bit differently using the skills of my sister Kim. We would come back and find a way to plumb it out later. Well, we made a video, a live video, and we were talking about that with you all. And in that video, Mr. Sam was actually watching. And so the next day before they poured the slab, he came out and he went ahead and did the plumbing anyway, free of charge, just did it. All he did was told me how much money he spent on plumbing materials, but he did not charge us for all of the digging and all of the things that he installed. And we just thought that was very, very sweet of him. So the answer is red, install plumbing. Let's see how we're looking over here. All right. And Bethy Pooh is in first place. Let's go to the next question. You ready? All right. Well, it looks like most of you guys remember that part of the video. I asked who was the last horse released onto the JL Ranch pastures. The day that we brought the horses over and we released all of the horses, which was this past weekend, the very last horse that we released was, in fact, Bucky's. He was the very last horse that we released. Ivy was well in front of Bucky's. Ivy is not a horse, obviously, she's a pony, but she was not the last. She was way up in front. She was a whole lot earlier than what Bucky's was, but Bucky's was the very last horse brought onto the pastures. And in that video, I even said, okay, my exact words were, and last but not least. And at that point, I released Bucky's, and I even talked about my concerns for Bucky's. All right, here we go. Listen, every week we have the same complaints about it's too small. Friends, I don't control that. You control how large the font is on your phone or on your device. I don't control that, okay? So I'm so very sorry you can't see, but there's 2,000 people here and only 2 who are complaining about it. So go figure, okay? Go figure. Very nicely done, you guys. That was kind of a hard question because we had a couple of those guys that were born back to back. We have a helicopter flying over, but the youngest of our bull calves is in fact King Georgie, and he was born to Jezebel, King Georgie. All right, let's see how you guys are doing. Ooh. So on the video, the day that we talked about treating our horses who have the pancake feet, which are, where they have the really flat feet. And then we talked about how sometimes they can get gummed up and they can sometimes start getting a little bit of an infection or thrush. We talked about using different things like we said rubbing alcohol or iodine. And we talked about that. So maybe you all have your own experiences with trying different things like peroxide, like bleach, like vinegar. But remember, what we do over here is the questions are all based on things that we talked about on our videos. Miss Vanessa says, again, if you are someone with vision issues and you're using a mobile device, you can zoom in on, or better yet, if you have a TV, you can watch YouTube on your TV and play on your phone. She goes, okay, now let's just enjoy the game. I love Vanessa. She has such a unique style about her. She's a wonderful moderator. But no, the answer here was iodine. And like I said, maybe you do have experiences with using other things, and that's great. But remember, all of the questions are based on videos or live streams that I've played this week. Okie doke. So here we go. Let's see how we're doing. And next question. Oh, wow. Wow, you guys were really on to that one. My question was, who was our only concern in regards to horse health? And you guys must have been paying close attention because we did talk about it a couple of times on the live streams. And then, of course, in one video where we talked about Val is our only horse concern with her health issues, and it is in her hooves. Now, of course, Jamie also made a video talking about it, but none of the questions come from Jamie's videos. But for those who do watch other channels, and if you watch Jamie's channel, you would know that Val is in fact having a little bit of some health issues. Nothing to worry about, guys. I don't think it's anything major. We think that she may have kind of got something twisted or turned in the travel or the drive over. And so we've been giving her special attention, time and attention. Jamie was over here for several hours today working with her and spending time with her and doing all of the things, okay? So Val is the correct answer. Now, you could say, well, Bucky's is always a concern, but not really health-wise. Bucky's is always going to be a worry because of his vision, but that's not really a health concern the way Val is, okay? I have a quick question. I'm just curious, whenever I remove myself from the screen and I bring up the full board, I'm trying to make it bigger for those who are having a hard time seeing. So when I remove myself and bring the whole screen up, can you still hear me or not? Can you still hear me in the background? Whenever I remove myself and give Kahoot full screen, can you still hear me in the background? So you're all saying yes. So if I read the questions, you can still hear me. You just can't see me. And you're all saying yes. Okay, I wasn't sure how that worked. I didn't know if I was just talking to myself or if I should just play the kazoo while I'm waiting. But now I know. Okay, wonderful. Okay. All right, y'all ready? All right, let's get back to it then. So on our leaderboard right now, we have Shar, then Tabby Cat, Linda Joy, Monica, and then Teresa W. All right, next question. Number 6. Which of our bovine did we receive blood test results back on first? Or Which was the first bovine that we got test results back on? So we got results from all of them, but who was the first? One of these babies' results came in a couple of days earlier than the others. Wow, if you said Lord Grayson, you are correct. Yes, Lord Grayson's results did come in first. And here's why. Because all we tested him for was the BVD. But don't forget that for Danny and Ruby, we had to do the additional test to find out why they had difficult labor and delivery. So we had multiple tests done on our females, but on our bull, it was just real simple. BVD, yes or no. And those results came back real fast. I will let you guys know, if you have not already heard, that we have no issues. All of our vitamins, everything is wonderful. We have everything is negative that should be negative. Okay. And so we're very, very blessed. We did share those results and the hard copy. And I've also sent those hard copies to the future home of our little bulls. And so they're very excited about having them. We have to just find the time to coordinate with them and with us on our busy schedules of when to get over there and do this drop off. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep going. I was also relieved. Thank you guys who were so relieved, who'd been thinking about these babies. All right, let's go ahead and make it bigger. Shar remains in first place. And here goes the next question. Number 7. Who was the first horse released at the JL Ranch this week? Oh boy, there was a lot of folks who got that one wrong. All right, so the question was, who was the first horse released to the JL Ranch this week? And if you said anybody besides Stormy, you got it wrong. So what we did was we did have to hire farm help, and we were able to load both trailers with both trucks and bring all of the horses over together. But the very first horse who made its way into the pasture was in fact Stormy. And you're welcome to go back and watch those videos again, but there's no need to argue about it now. We're not going to argue and fight, but it was in fact Stormy who was the very first horse released out into the pastures. All righty. I actually encourage you to go back and watch. That would be fun, because that means I could get a few more views on my videos. Gosh darn it. All right, let's see how we're looking here. Oh no, a complete shift. Everybody who was on the board dropped, but now we got some Kahooters and some Kahoochies who've all jumped up to join us. Looking good. Next question, number 8. That's a horribly worded question. Which implement do I not talk about using my new attachment with? So I have a new tractor attachment that I'm sponsoring for John Deere. Which implement do I not talk about using it with? Oh, what a fun video. What a fun video. So, yes, I did talk about the new attachment that we're sponsoring with John Deere, just trying to test out a new attachment. It's like a speed attacher for different things that I use around here. And so I talked about how I could use it with my bush hog. I could also use it with my box blade. I also can use it with my seed spreader. I never talked about using it with the plow, because I do not, in fact, have a plow. If I had a plow, I would certainly try it. But you know what? I might have to look into that. I think Jake has my dad's plow, so maybe I'll have Jake bring it over, and we'll make part 3 of our video. We had a lot of fun with that one. In case you did not watch a good video, there was a lot of people, and I'm not bragging, but there's a ton of folks who say that might have been the best video I've seen in months, Lester. Wonderful, wonderful video. Okay, here we go. Let's see how you're looking. Basket Wendy, the basket case, y'all. The basket case is up to number 1. Here we go, number 9. I should say successfully birthed. How many baby longhorns were successfully birthed so far this season? Or how many are out in the darn pasture, y'all? How many baby longhorns are there out in the pasture? All right. I was not trying to trick you because you may say, well, there was this one and then there was this one, but I should have said successfully birthed and who are alive and well. And the answer is in fact 8. We do have 8 babies out there. I did not ask this question, but we have 5 bulls and we have 3 little females. So we got a really beautiful group of babies. Okay. There's 8 total healthy babies out in that pasture. Number 10. Wow, that was too easy for you all. We talked about that, and that was today's video, actually. Yesterday, Jamie picked me up, and we went to go eat and do a few other things. And that was the only outing that we videoed this week as far as us doing stuff together. And I did, in fact, have gumbo. I did not care for it. It was not one of my favorites, but we did, in fact, have gumbo. As a matter of fact, Dawn says that Lester, you seem to be a gumbo addict. Maybe I am. If we ever go anywhere that has gumbo, I can't help it. I just have to try it. I love me some gumbo. All right, let's see how you guys are doing. Looks like Wendy does not plan on leaving her spot. She's in first place, and she might be here for the long haul. Here we go, number 11. Which horse bit at Gemma's face while doing a live video this week? Oh, it was horrible. It was just so horrible to watch. And it really shocked me, threw me for a loop. All right, so you guys were watching. If you saw the live streams from this week, we did, I think it was yesterday, we did in fact see Roman bite Gemma in the face. Now, I don't think he bit down on her, but his big old mouth opened up and just, poor baby, he almost fit her entire head in his mouth, y'all. It was really sad, but Roman bit at Gemma. And that kind of bothered me because we've never seen Roman really do that kind of stuff before. But for some reason, maybe Roman feels like he kind of needs to. There's other horses here. There's others who have tried to compete for that alpha, that high horse role. And maybe he feels like he really has to rule with an iron fist right now. And so he did not hurt her. So do not think that she's all cut up and, anything, but he did kind of bite at her face. And it was a really, really kind of a scary moment for me. Just such a big shocker. All right, let's see how you guys are doing. Uh-oh. Kahooter Katie has jumped up. Next question. Number 12. Which was the only horse to challenge Roman for the high horse? There was only one horse who challenged him for the high horse. Who was it? So a lot of you guys got that one wrong. I don't know how you could have missed that one. The question was, which was the only horse who challenged Roman for high horse? The answer was Bucky's. And if you saw the video, it was obvious that Bucky's was very upset. He was pawing at Roman. They were kicking at each other. And Bucky's was the only one to challenge Roman for high horse. I'm surprised that there were so many who put Talus. Over half of the folks playing chose Talus, and I'm not real sure where you would have got that from, because there was never a video. There was never a video where I said that Talus is challenging Roman. Never. But there was video that shows Bucky's challenging Roman. And to only have 90 people get that one right means wow. Wow. So it looks like a lot of folks at this point are just guessing. And that happens. Don't give up. Linda Joy has just taken first place. Which Longhorn got to chase me and little Chris in a live video this week? Which Longhorn got to chasing at me and little Chris in a live video this week? Now, sometimes it is easy. You can sometimes guess and get it right. And in this case, it was Jolene. Yesterday, little Chris and I walked out and we were bottle feeding the baby. And then Jolene walks up and wanting some head scratches. So I start loving on her and I invite little Chris to come over and love on her. He gathers the courage, begins to walk over, and all of a sudden she starts swinging her horns and coming at us. And I'm like, run, Chris. And we did. And he ran back and he closed the gate on me, and I had no way to get in. It was horrible. Just a horrible experience. But the answer is Jolene. And that means that Linda Joy is still in first place. Very nice, Linda Joy. Next question, number 14. What was not a gift Caroline received this week? We did have some gifts and goodies, and Caroline did, in fact, get 3 of these gifts. But what did she not get? What did Caroline not receive this week? Oh, too easy. And Caroline did not receive a back scratcher. She did get a new baby bottle, a baba. She did get a cowboy hat and a bandana. She also got new funnels for her bottle to fill her bottle with the milk. But she did not get a back scratcher. And don't send her one. She doesn't need one, okay? We're not trying to hint around. All right, let's see how we're looking. Our leaderboard. Linda Joy keeps her spot. Oh, look who's back. Shar has come back. And look, Mom and Boys, Lori's here. Tabby Cat and AJ Jones. Linda Joy is trying to hold on to her spot, guys. We're almost there. Number 15. What sponsorship did I work on this week? What sponsorship did I work on this week? Too easy, guys. I made 2 videos about it. Not one video, 2 videos. If you said a tractor implement, you are correct. Let me make a public announcement right quick. Guys, listen to me. It is that time of year. The months between October and through December are very busy times of year for not just me as a video creator, but a lot of creators. And you will, in fact, see more sponsorship things popping up on all of our channels. And so when I say it's a busy time of year, what I mean is it's the holiday season. People start spending. this upcoming month on the 7th and the 8th, I think they call that Prime Days, Prime Big Deals. So anyone who knows much about online shopping and holiday shopping, just be aware that we're not trying to take over the channel with a whole bunch of ads, and we're not trying to throw stuff and shove stuff down your throat. Just know that we get really neat opportunities to sponsor things. And between the months of October through November and December are very busy months with a lot of sponsorship opportunities. And so I'm very blessed. I try, and I'll just say, and I'm not going to take your time, but real fast, I try to only do sponsorships of things that I know that I can use that will benefit the animals, and things that you might can use. And so we get bombarded with different types of sponsorships, and those are always neat. It's fun to do. Sometimes they pay you in the product. Sometimes they'll pay you with actually a few dollars. But just know, if you see any channel, and it's not just me or Jamie or my dad or Jake or whoever, but this is the time of year where there's going to be more sponsorships. People get mad. People get upset. They get angry. And they always scream. Every year they scream the same things about, you're a sellout, and all those kind of things. No, I'm sorry you feel that way, but even the commercials that you see on TV, you're going to see a whole lot more commercials for ads of things that people are trying to sell during the holiday season. So I'm going to give you one piece of advice. Just skip it. Fast forward. Everybody has the option to fast forward. I promise you, if we do a video that has a sponsorship and you don't care to see about the sponsorship, then simple. Fast forward. Skip right on through it. But you'll save more time by skipping it than you will typing this long paragraph of how disgusted you are for all of these video creators doing sponsorships. Okay. Listen, it pays bills. And I promise you, I got a lot of bills. Guys, Jamie and I have a lot of bills. I'm not asking you for any money, but please don't deny me a chance to make a few extra dollars if I'm allowed to. And be it John Deere, which I know most of you guys are ladies who don't drive tractors, but you do understand how that implement can help me help the animals. And that's how I see it, as an indirect payback for us. So just try to understand that. Or like I say to the moderators, just hide the comment. We're not going to be mean. We're not going to fight and argue with you. But you can spend all day typing mean stuff, but we have to pay bills, guys. And I'm trying to tell you right now, oh, someone does drive a Kubota tractor, and someone else drives a lawnmower. Well, I didn't mean to do, ladies, I'm not trying to say you can't do it. I love that you do. I love that you ladies get out there on your machinery. I really, really love that. But just know that for a guy like me who has a teacher retirement now, so I am on a fixed income like many of you are, but I do have to pay my bills, and I do that through video creation. And every once in a while, I will do a sponsorship, okay? And we're coming up on the season where you're going to see a few more than normal, okay? So, all right. Did the egg video make money? Which egg video? The one that Jamie did like for 24 hours? I don't know. You'll have to ask Jamie about that. I don't think it ever processed. I think that people who went back to watch Jamie's video of that 24-hour live, I don't think it ever actually, I don't think you can go find it. I don't think it ever processed. So I don't know. So, all right. But here's what I will promise. I will try to make the sponsorships fun like I did today. And could y'all just I'm almost going back to Kahoot, but is there anybody who will say that today's sponsorship video was fun and it didn't feel like a sponsorship because I made it fun? I'm going to always try to have fun with you all. So even though it may be a sponsorship and you may hate sponsorships, I'm going to try, y'all. I'm going to really look inside of myself and try to bring out whatever I can to put a smile or a laugh on your face. And I never expect you to go buy a John Deere implement, okay? But I still appreciate the product, and I appreciate John Deere working with us. Y'all get it. I think that most of y'all get it. Okay, let's get back to the game, okay? Back to the game, everybody. I'll hush it up now. You want me to shut my pie hole? Fine. Someone say, Lester, shut your pie hole. Just say it. Everyone can say it. Go ahead. Shut your pie hole. Come on, I want to read it. I want someone to say that. Lester, shut your pie hole. Come on, someone say it. I'm waiting for someone to say it. I'm not going to be mad. I think it's going to be funny. Someone tell me to shut my pie hole. Okay. Now everyone's saying it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone says, shut your sucker hole. Okay. Now you're being mean. Someone says, shut your pole hole. All right. Let's get back to the game, shall we? I'm going to make myself little again. There we go. Back to the game. And the leader as of right now is Linda Joy. Linda Joy. Next question, 16. What did Jamie need to do before we were able to eat lunch? What did Jamie need to do before we were able to eat lunch? Could not believe this girl. We would go off to eat and she has to do something first. All right. If you said that Jamie had to vacuum the floor of the RV, you were right. Guys, it was the most ridiculous thing ever. She has a little handheld mini vacuum, and I got out of the RV. I'm ready to go eat, and I'm looking behind me, and I'm thinking, where's she at? I walk back, and she's over there with her little vacuum, vacuuming underneath where my feet were at because supposedly I had dirt on my shoes, and I did not clean them when I got into her RV, and she said it was driving her crazy the whole time. She just could not relax seeing all that dirt on her floorboard. So it was just kind of ridiculous, kind of funny, but that is what she did. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. Oh, Linda Joy dropped down to number 2, and Tabby Cat has taken first. Mom and Boys, Miss Lori is right there in 3rd. Squirrel is 4th, and Shar is in 5th. Next question. 17. What is the name of the chick that so many of you were invested in during a live hatching session? What is the name of a chick that so many of you were invested in during a live hatching session? So if you said that baby's, oh my God, you all got it right. So many people got that one right. So I know that you're going to say, wait, that was on Jamie's video, Lester. Well, it was, but I followed Jamie's video up with my video talking about Bigfoot and all of those things. So I also included a part of my video about a chick that you all were so invested in. So even though a lot of you are all, you actually named the darn chick. You named a lot of them. But it was me who followed that video up with a video of my own talking about Bigfoot and another one that you guys named, RV. Oh, no. Did I leave that comment up there? Okay, RV. Yes, here we go. Next, let's see how you guys are looking. And Tabby Cat still in first. Guys, it's time for the nitty-gritty. Number 18. What was the real purpose of Jamie picking me up in her RV? What was the real purpose? There was a reason behind it. There was a real reason that she picked me up in her RV. I was as surprised as you were when she comes rolling up here to pick me up and she's driving the RV. If you said because she wanted to fill it with groceries and feed, blue, you are correct. Jamie did, in fact, want to go to Sam's, and she wanted to go to Atwood's. And she thought, you know what? We can get a whole lot more in this RV with all the compartments and all the storage areas than we can in her car or my truck. So that was the real purpose of Jamie picking me up in her RV. Now, you could also say that because she wanted to work. That would also be true, but I didn't give you that as an option. I did not give you that as one of the options. So the only option that I gave you was to fill it up with food and groceries. And I did put that in a video. All right, here we go. Let's see how we're looking. And as of right now, Linda Joy is back in first place, followed by Tabby Cat, Squirrel, Shar, and Christina Hoochie. All right, guys, we have two more questions. Number 19, during which month am I planning Meet the Morrows meet and greet? During which month am I planning the Meet the Morrows meet and greet? And I'm doing that with or without you. Which month am I planning that big meet and greet here at the JL Ranch? Oh, you guys are paying attention. You do listen to me sometimes. Yes, I said as soon as Jamie has that grandbaby, I get my building fixed over here. Levi's home from the hospital and he's well. Yet before Jake has his baby, I'm just thinking that November sounds like the best time. November sounds best because that will be nice, cool weather, but not cold. Guys, it doesn't get cold here. As a matter of fact, if you guys live up north and you kind of want to remember how it feels to feel warm, come on down in November. I promise you'll sweat, okay? I promise you'll sweat, okay? I promise you will sweat. I don't know the exact weekend because I'm going to actually talk to all of the Morrows and find out, is there anything that someone just cannot get out of? Because I really want everybody to be here, or at least as many as possible. But listen, I'll do it without them. I'll do it without them, guys. I'm doing it, and it's not going to be near as organized as what you're used to. But you know what? We're going to have us a shit show ragtag of an operation, even during our meet and greet, okay? All right, here we go. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, now, this is the last question. I don't know what it is, but I know that Linda Joy, Tabby Cat, Shar, Squirrel, and Christy Kahoochie are battling it out, okay? But if any of them get it wrong and you get it right, you can find yourself on the leaderboard, guys. And this is the last question. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. What great surprise did we see from the ostriches this week? All right. If you said that the big surprise is they go inside the barn, guys, you're right. They do. They go inside the barn, and that makes me so very happy for them because I never thought they would go inside of a structure. But I guess the roof is high enough, the space is open, and they do not feel like they're going to entrap themselves and get themselves into any kind of harm's way. And they do go inside the barn. Now, they will walk down towards the highway. They also will go out there and eat and walk alongside the cows. They're not sitting on eggs yet. But the thing is, the big surprise is the fact that they look, guys, someone hold on. Gosh darn it, I lost it. Hold on. Sandy, that was so long ago. See, now it hurts my feelings. Now my feelings are hurt. I'm talking about something interesting, and Sandy's like, shut your pie hole. Sandy is so far behind y'all. Sandy is so far behind. Sandy, I know. I'm not mad at you. I'm playing, okay? Here we go. Let's find out who our winner is, okay? And in third place, we have Shar. Second place, we have Tabby Cat. And in first, drum roll for Linda Joy. And special mentions to Squirrel and Val. Very nicely done, ladies and gentlemen. Very nicely done. I'm proud of you. Now, if any of you sweet ladies or gentlemen want to meet and hang out for a minute, I'm going to give you a link, and I'm going to ask you just keep it simple. Let's not hang out all night, okay? Let's not hang out all night, but only for you 5. If any of you 5 want to jump on and say hi to everybody and introduce yourselves, and we would love to meet our winners. But for everyone who played, I want to say thank you. I hope you had a good time. And congratulations, no matter what. There's people here showing me what place they came in. Alice, you're not blocked. Alice says, why am I blocked? Alice, if you were blocked, we wouldn't be able to see your comment. So, Alice, you have not been blocked, okay? Alice says, why did I get blocked? Alice, be healthy. If you were blocked, we couldn't see your comment, sweet lady. So you're not blocked, okay? Relax, sweet lady. You're not blocked. So I'll wait just a moment or so and see if anybody wants to jump on. Once again, that invite link, I'll show you again. And I'll stick it up there for a minute. And then I'll pull it back down. There you go. So that is the link for those who do want to. No, not for anybody, only for the top 5 guys. Let's remember. So Tracy has jumped in. Hi, Tracy. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. What place did you come in?
Oh, you don't want to know. I'm a big loser.
What do you mean?
I was like in 300 and something place.
Well, Tracy, I love you and you're sweet, but you know this is only for the top 5, right?
I know, but I wanted to meet you so bad.
Tracy, what if everybody did that? Then we would just have chaos and we could not even enjoy ourselves anymore. Hey, chef kisses to you, Miss Tracy. Mwah, okay, we love you, but
love you too.
But we got to keep it for the 5 winners only, okay, to make it fair.
Okay.
Hi, sweet Tracy. That's a good job for Tracy, making it all the way to 300. But we got to keep we have to have some rules here, and we can only do this. Listen, people can see you, Kelly. Kelly goes, I'm asking, can anyone see me? Kelly, yes, we see you, Miss Kelly Carlson, I think your name was. We can see you. Guys, the comments go by very fast. And sometimes we don't all have we can't reply to every single comment because they're flying by. Hey, if you guys don't mind, let me show you something. If I can pull it up. I've been wanting to show you this all week long, and I haven't had a chance to really get around to it. I just want to show you a picture and then have you guys help me. Number 1, congratulate these folks, but also keep them going. Don't let them give up now. They've come so far. Let me find it. I think it's right here. No. Yes, right here. I'm going to airdrop this to myself. And then I'm going to accept that in my downloads. And then I'm going to pull it up onto the screen for you all to see. I'm going to find it. Let me find it. I need to go to recent. I can't find it. I'm trying to go to most recent. Give me 1 second here. Is this it right here? Let me look. I need to remove that. I want to show this. Okay, looky here, guys. Looky here. Those are the people, the YouTube channels that are still alive in our fantasy football game. So if you guys follow any of those channels, Big Family Rescue, that's Wes and Angie, Cog Hill Farm, that's Jason and Brooke, Dowscone Farm, that's Farmer Ben and his dad, From Suits to Boots, that's Jamie, Flip Flop Farmer, which is L.E., Zion Creek, that would be Sean, Life on Morrow Hill, which is my niece Brienne, of course, Longhorn Lester's, the Dimon Homestead, Buddy and Stephanie, the Goat Father, which is Jay or Steinmetz, and then, of course, Tina and Rob living off the hill, which is Tina and Rob. Guys, they are still active. They're still alive and well in our YouTube fantasy game. There's been a number of teams who've already been eliminated. So you guys make sure to go by and tell them good luck. Keep it up. Lex has been eliminated. Megan's like, wait, where's Lex? Lex has been eliminated. Lex has been eliminated. So what it shows you in the green is the teams that they chose this past week. And so remember, the way this game goes is you can never, Jeff Jersey, Jeff, like, wait, I'm not still active. No, sir, Jeff, you are no longer active. I know I felt horrible for Lex to get eliminated, but this is a really hard game. And I've told you guys before that I've played this game many years. It's called Survivor Fantasy Football. And I only remember one little Spanish lady who ever went the entire season. And I told you the story of when we had her little celebration. We got her a trophy. We made her a cake. And she said that she goes, I have to be honest. I can't accept this. And we're all like, well, why not? You won. You won. And she's like, no, my husband did it for me. So that was really cute. We don't care who plays. I'm just happy that we have 11 teams that are still going. All right. So if you guys know any of those teams, yes, Jamie is from Suits to Boots, FSTB. If you guys know any of those teams that are still playing, you guys make sure that you let them know in their next live or their next video that you're supporting them, you're still behind them, and to keep going. Don't give up. Tell them keep fighting until the end, okay? All right, well, listen, no one else has decided to join, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for the evening. I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my life and my lives, and for all that you bring to me, okay? So Tammy is a new member. Thank you, Miss Tammy, for joining our members club. Look, there's Tammy and her husband, it looks like. Hey, Miss Tammy. Nice to meet you, and thank you so very much. We're blessed to have you. We're so very blessed to have you, sweet lady. So, guys, thank you all for watching. We love you, blessed to have you, and we will see you guys for coffee in the morning. Don't forget, 9:30, as soon as Cog Hill, who goes before us, is done. Someone says they hope that Jeff can join. Jeff has already joined and lost, guys. Jeff has already joined and been eliminated, okay? We love Jeff, but he's done. Let me go ahead and end this video like we like to do, the same place we started.
About that time when the sun peeks through, grab your coffee, we got a story for you. It's roll call time, so don't be late. Lester's got muffins and a whole lot to say. It's Longhorn Lester's, pull up a seat where cows get treats and life is sweet. If you janks it up, don't be concerned, it ain't broke, it's just morrowed, you'll learn. He'll talk to a donkey like an old-time friend and tell you a tale that might never end. But mind your manners, his kitchen is cooking. If you don't like it, well, you can get to stepping. Longhorn Lester Lester, he's all heart and charm, in a side by side with open arms. The work and the laughs, they never end, 'cause everything is funner and gooder with friends. So here's to the laugh and the life he's made, in muddy old boots and a show parade. With every roundup, every roll call that starts, he's a ranching soul with a big tender heart. And if you're lucky enough to tune in each day, you'll see how to live the Longhorn Lester way.
Good night, my friend.